laying your unconscious brain buddy on the hard table instead of ponying up for a beanbag chair, or at least a kindergarten cot.
Who are you?
Asking someone who they are while they are clearly still unconscious. At least let them wake up before asking existential questions.
Hello?
If I woke up on a table in a random conference room, dressed in business casual with no memories, the first words out of my mouth would certainly not be hello.
I'm not taking your survey.
Shall we begin with question 1?
Telemarketers. Ellie circles the room, tries the door a couple times, and even checks the walls while trying to escape, but somehow never once decides to pick up one of the chairs and use it as a battering ram.
What do I get at the end?
Depends on your answers.
The U.S. tax code.
First name will do.
I don't...
Make sure you give a protagonist amnesia because it's the shortest route to easy exposition. Cliché.
That's a perfect score.
People with absolutely no respect for their role in destroying the bell curve. Somehow obtaining footage of me every day before work and publicly using it for your weird little show. Using the same tissue you use to wipe your snot to wipe your eyes. Walking in the middle of the road. Also, apparently no one else walked on this snow just so we could get this aesthetic shot. I'm sorry, did Legolas drive this car to work today? Access. I guess this office has a sign policy that only allows vowels in the second word? And what the hell is up with all the work that single apostrophe is doing? For consistency, this sign should say Sverdikaksis. And you know it. Mark gets in the elevator and we're treated to a slick dolly zoom to show the sever happening. The shot's incredible. Adam Scott sells it perfectly, and I'm going to let my innie take a sin off for it. Walking, 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 walking.
I feel like ripping out my germ-ridden larynx would get you sicker than just me breathing on you.
Nah, endorphins.
Applying to be the United States Secretary of Health and Human Services when you're supposed to be focused on your job.
Hi, kids. What's for dinner?
And it's confusing. Like, did the kids make you dinner in this scenario, or?
Yeah, what kind of a dad are you?
Not understanding the responsibility of parents to train their kid for a life of doing things they will hate by making them do all the things you hate doing so that later they can pawn off the things they hate doing to other people who need to be trained in the art of doing things they hate doing.
Last time you saw Miss Cobell, she was in her old office. Now she's in her new office. It's a completely different office.
Not allowing for the possibility that the offices could be quantumly entangled. I hear that's very common with offices these days.
Mark, come in. Shut the thing.
Saying the thing instead of the door may be the strangest pronoun gaming sin in the history of the channel. It's actually created a new category of noun gaming, and I'm not okay with it.
You look awful. You look hungover.
This office culture's preferred greeting style.
Oh, a handshake is available upon request.
Thank you, may I have a handshake?
Thinking that qualifies as enthusiastic consent.
She looks nice.
There's judging a book by its cover, and then there's judging a book by its cover as seen remotely on a tiny screen while the book is unconscious and sprawled out on a distant table.
Like, did you grow me as food and that's why I have no memories?
Imagining a world where we treated our food so nicely that we clothed them and asked them to do surveys.
Let's chat about something I bet you have heard of, the work-life balance.
Not taking my example of this concept, where I wait until the last second to actually do the work part while still somehow not having enough time for the life stuff. Nailed it.
Ow!
But also, Helly throws the speaker at Mark's head and makes a break for the door as if she didn't already try breaking it 5 minutes ago. Now the guy she's trapped with is probably pissed when she could have wrapped the cord around his neck and used him as a hostage. Just, as an example.
While disappointed, I'd hate to keep you somewhere you're not happy.
Being disappointed at getting to fulfill the entire job description of middle management. Walking in hallways, walking in hallways. Another person is walking and that person is in a hallway. Always.
The departments are pretty spaced out, but it'll all fill in one day.
Thing I try to convince myself about my facial hair somehow makes it into the episode.
Am I dead?
No.
This isn't like hell or something?
No.
Stealing my daily mantra for your weird-ass show.
There's only one part left of your orientation, which Mark can't possibly derail.
Why is that?
Because it's a video.
Harder to derail? Sure. Impossible? Try me.
So I'll never leave here.
You'll leave at 5. Well, actually, they stagger our exit, so 5:15.
Not immediately asking if they also stagger the entrances. I'm betting my Annie would be all about that extra 15 minutes and the very specific things he could accomplish within that given time. Choosing a car windshield as your delivery location. Just ask the person who provided my last meal at Jack in the Box and their brother who thinks their birthday was forgotten. Also, not disclosing how much is on the gift card. This is gift card 101, and non-compliance should be redeemable for at least 3 years without parole.
Did you forget?
Not giving the guy a break when he hasn't been himself all day.
Do you want to put on pants and I'll
I'm wearing pants.
meet with those are not pants.
Shopping at Walmart.
So, if there's no dinner, how is it dinner?
In the same way meatless meatloaf is meat, I'd imagine.
You know, what a lot of people overlook, I think, is that life is not food.
Lies. Everyone knows they aren't the same thing. Life is a short but ever-crushing march to an inevitable end. And food is a delicious, delicious opiate to dull that pain.
The people actually called it the Great War. Apparently, it would have been a faux pas to have called it World War I.
Forgetting World War I was also called the war to end all wars. I think that era was just filled with people who couldn't name shit.
Mark's work is sensitive enough as to require the severance procedure.
But not sensitive enough about it to actually enforce any kind of loudmouth brother-in-law non-disclosure agreement we may or may not have.
I just always be thinking about, the other one.
Well, there is no other one. It's me.
I'd like to sever the part of me that's blown away by how deftly this show continues to explore deep and meaningful philosophical conundrums about identity and compartmentalization and wants to give it a send-off with the part of me that notices that every single glass at this table is filled to the exact same height of liquid, as if no one is actually in the process of drinking anything here and sin the hell out of it. But since the technology doesn't exist yet...
I just feel like forgetting about her for 8 hours a day isn't the same thing as healing.
It's actually longer than that since, I don't know if you know this, they stagger their exits.
I think people really enjoyed you tonight, Mark.
You ready, baby?
This episode threw a lot at us to swallow. The severance procedure, Lumen, Mrs. Cobell. But nothing tops Devin falling for, marrying, and having a kid with Rickon. Mark sees this guy wearing a suit watching him from the yard. A car drives by, makes Mark squint and look away. When he turns back around, the man is gone. But it's not like the man could have gotten very far. He's probably hiding behind one of these trees. But instead of investigating further or calling 911, Mark goes, well, that was weird, and then heads back into the house like nothing happened. Has he also severed the part of his brain that doesn't want to be in a horror movie? Also, letting a convenient passing car distract you from that creepy dude staring at you in your own yard. Focus, Mark. If you wait to clean your eavesdroppings after the first snow has already fallen, you need to overhear better roof maintenance conversations.
Hi, kids. What's for dinner? Sorry, you don't get that reference.
Going through all of this trouble to track down Mark and then not having your pitch ready.
If something happens to me, the things I know need to stay known.
Having your brain this literally scrambled, but still being able to pull off this level of story-dependent verbal cryptography. Scene does not contain a Pips VIP room, or Chris Rock talking about what the rules are regarding conjugal activity in said room.
Mark, sorry about the card, though I'm sure you'd be a really f***ing awesome niece.
Oh, shit. I think I love this show.
Oh, will you color me embarrassed for the mix-up with the bins?
Oh, it's no problem.
Risking the wrath of your HOA.
Good night, Mrs. Selvig.
Mark, you're good people.
Show that nails tone, writing, concept, and character work somehow feels the need to have a cliched cliffhanger twist at the end of the episode. Good thing, though. How would we ever know we needed to watch the next episode?
I know you. You know you. And I know you know that I know you.
Who are you?
That was trippy.
Did you throw this in?
Give me that.
What?
Give me that.
She used to say that there was good news and bad news about hell.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Sorry.
If I give you $3,000, will you forgive me?
You gotta stay relaxed. Hi, kids. What's for dinner? Who are you talking to right now?